Did you know that 68% of adults worldwide are lactose intolerant? That's 3 billion people who can't eat cheesecake. It's not even accounting for the people like me who are allergic to dairy. Luckily for us, this dairy-free cheesecake is rich, tangy, and very delicious.
The first step to creating cheesecake is to obtain 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. You can get these by one of two methods: running full graham crackers through a food processor, or whacking them with a rolling pin. One is obviously more fun than the other. Combine your crumbs with a half cup of sugar and give it a good stir before dumping in 6 tablespoons of canola oil. You're going to get a mixture that looks a little like wet sand, but instead of a sandcastle, we're building a good foundation by pressing it into the bottom of our springform pan.
If you don't want to use oil, you can use a butter alternative or even butter if you and dairy are friends. But for this recipe, I'm providing dairy-free, low-ingredient options. Just so you know, they can be swapped for dairy options at a 1-to-1 ratio. For now, we're going to bake this for 10 minutes at 350.
Safe to say no cheesecake is complete without cheese. So in a large bowl, mix 32 ounces of dairy-free cream cheese, 1 1/3 cups of sugar, and a cup of yogurt. The next step requires we add 1 tablespoon of acid. You can use a tablespoon of lemon juice or pineapple juice here if you want. Or you can also use a 4th teaspoon of ascorbic acid, also known as vitamin C powder, dissolved into 1 tablespoon of water. Ascorbic acid is one of the acids responsible for giving lemon that lemony flavor. And even though I'm allergic to lemons, this acid is not the part I'm allergic to. So it's my go-to ingredient when I have to replace lemon juice. Kind of a sweet trick for replacing such a sour flavor. Finish it off with a big tablespoon of vanilla and of course salt. Any cheesecake aficionados knows that one of the biggest challenges that comes with cheesecake is its tendency to crack. Let me show you the only trick you'll need for a cheesecake with a perfectly smooth finish. Instead of adding your eggs with the rest of your ingredients, add them at the very end. This will prevent overmixing and in turn prevent cracking. Add your eggs one by one, making sure to fully incorporate each before adding the next. Similar to how you would a choux, the pastry you see using cream puffs or eclairs. If you're a fan of food facts like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you're always notified when I post a new video.
Make sure to tap your cheesecake on the counter prior to baking. This will get rid of any air bubbles that could have formed while filling.
Now transfer your cheesecake to the oven and bake at 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 163 degrees Celsius for 1 hour, or until your internal temperature is 170 degrees Fahrenheit or 77 degrees Celsius. This is slightly higher than the temperature you'd bake a dairy-filled cheesecake to, but I found this temperature produces the best result when working with dairy-free products. Well, that takes a sweet time setting, a minimum of 5 hours in the fridge. Let's make our topping. Right now, strawberry season is in full swing, which is great if you can eat fresh, but I can only eat cooked. This is what's known as oral allergy syndrome, or OAS, and it's when you're allergic to pollen, but your body decides to take it out on all the fresh fruit. So kind.
Luckily for me, cooking the protein normally breaks it down just enough for it to squeak by.
This is why I can eat cooked strawberries without wanting to claw my tongue out. So to make our strawberry topping, I'm dicing up 1 pound of fresh strawberries. Make sure to get a nice even dice so you get a nice even cook. In a saucepan over medium-high heat, add your strawberries, a half cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and a pinch of salt. The salt's going to make everything taste more like itself. It'll make our strawberries taste more like strawberries, our vanilla taste more like vanilla, and even our sugar taste more like a dentist's disapproval.
Now normally, your strawberries are going to have enough liquid that you don't need to add any extra, but if you do, just add 1 to 2 tablespoons of water.
Cook everything for 10 minutes on medium-high heat to allow the juices to flow out of your berries and to react with the cornstarch, forming a nice thick sauce. You'll know it's ready when it's thick, glossy, and can coat your spatula. This is such a fun way to use seasonal berries. You can use strawberries, blueberries, and even blackberry, and they'll all look amazing served over cheesecake. From my kitchen to yours, eat happy.